and welcome to What's in this week's Oban Times with me, Kathy Griffith.
And me, Sandy Neal.
It's been another busy week for news here in Oban, Argyll, the islands and Loch Awe, and we've got plenty of interesting stories and fantastic photos for you in the Oban Times in print and online at www.obantimes.co.uk. It looks as though Oban Police Station could be on the move, but first, Police Scotland wants to hear your views. Find out in this week's OT and online how you can have a say as part of that consultation that's running into next month. The force says it's only anticipating minimal community impact if the proposal to move the office about 1 mile away from its current site eventually goes ahead. The town station in Albany Street is on a list of 26 police buildings currently being consulted on as part of a shift to better meet the demands of 21st century policing. Now, I don't know if you remember, but back in 2019, Oban Police Station was branded the worst in Scotland after an inspection of police buildings by the Scottish Police Federation. At the time, it was described as having horrific conditions, unfit for human habitation, and similar to that supplied by slum landlords. My goodness. Moving on, Argyll and Bute Council has been warned that trees on land that it owns in busy Loch Awe Road in Oban could be a risk to life. One of the trees there toppled into a tool hire and supplies business, damaging a £25,000 fence and a digger. The council has heard previous concerns about these trees and says it's now investigating. Vandals have struck again at Mossfield Stadium after torching part of the stand. Broken glass on the playing field and a fire that damaged seating are the type of issues that are becoming a regular occurrence, sparking clubs that play there to call for action from police and Argyll and Bute Council. Oban Camanachd and Oban Celtic have both hit out at the latest damage. Argyll and Bute Council says there is no excuse for senseless vandalism. They say it's shameful and puts the public and the perpetrators themselves in danger, as well as wasting time and money that the council can ill afford in these difficult times. If you spot anything going on there that's suspicious, be vigilant and call police on 101, says the council. So we're always happy to hear your stories and see your photos. You can call us on 01631 568 000, email editor@obantimes.co.uk or message us on Facebook, Instagram or X, formerly Twitter. Over to you, Sandy. What have you got for us?
Well, thank you very much, Kathy. Argyll and Bute Council's ruling party wants a 10% rise in council tax.
Ouch!
I know. I mean, the pain. To save services and plug an enormous budget gap made worse by government cuts, it says. The opposition party is against the shock rise, but hasn't yet presented its answers. Keep an eye on the Kilmorey Chamber for decision time in February and on the Oban Times for updates. Could independent councillors jump and topple the administration? What would a 10% rise in council tax mean for your household? Please let us know. The council is also under fire as it tackles the scourge of abandoned cars. The NHS must think again, an MSP says, after it refused to reverse a cut to blood cancer care for Highlands and Islands patients at Oban Hospital. Train passengers on Oban's Polar Express are still being left in the cold. Moorings will be spared from Scotland's new tourist tax, and so will camper vans, motorhomes and wild campers staying outside a campsite. What do you think about that? A bid to create a Loch Awe National Park now has flesh on its bones. And in this week's Loch Awe Times, you can read debate is growing over a bid to create a Loch Awe National Park. And dreams for a new Belford hospital have been dealt a disastrous blow. But it's not all bad. Taynuilt staged a sellout panto. Kathy, over to you.
Thanks for that, Sandy. That's all from us this week. Don't forget you can read all these stories and much more at www.obantimes.co.uk or by picking up a newspaper in shops and petrol stations. So it's goodbye from me, Kathy Griffith.
And goodbye from me, Sandy Neal.
Bye.
Bye.